I can't understand.
All right, judges.
Hello, YouTube. We are live. BAMbino 3 elims. Somebody lost their weapon and part of their mask. Now, in our club, typically that means a point, but let's see what the judges decide here. It's been an interesting day. We've had a few people actually had to bow out. Not so much health concerns. We had one fellow that nearly pulled a bicep, and another person had an asthma attack. It's been an interesting afternoon, to say the least.
Point red. 2 points for red.
I think in future BAM events, one of the things I'd like to do is figure a way that we can see the scores displayed from the camera angle. Because at the moment, the score stands at Miles 3 and Kino 2. Miles is in the blue and Kino is in the red corner. Now, the BAMbino event, as we call it, is a training event. The whole idea is to teach judges and directors so that when we have our main BAM events, we have skilled staff.
Correction, 3 points for red.
So you're probably going to see a lot of stopping and analyzing and maybe a little bit more debating. But it's all for a good cause. Wow, that was a good shot. Can't argue with that. Nice blow to the head.
3 points for blue.
So now we're at 6-5 for Miles. Ooh. Here we're going with the iPad judging. Confirm what they thought they saw. Credit where credit is due. This idea came from our friends. I believe it came from our friends in Taiwan. Clash of Steel may have been the first ones to start using iPad judging, or maybe it was the Hong Kong event. I can't really remember. But I do know it was one of those two events, and we thought, hey, this is brilliant. And it's really the only reason we got an iPad. We have zero use for it otherwise. Nice. Now I've got a slightly new configuration for my sound. If somebody wants to give me a check just to let you know, or let me know that you can actually hear me okay, would be appreciated. I see I've got a couple folks listening with me, or maybe at least one. Looking. Now we got 6 pairs of eyes looking at it. Okay.
All right. 1. Target. Cover your 1 point for red.
1 point for red for the uncovered thrust. Covered thrust, if you can manage them. A cover thrust, if you can manage it, is worth 4 points. It is the ultimate, but it's not easy to land them. You see, Miles is just having some gear issues. We've been using a lot of tape today, taping people back together. Usually it's duct tape. That very Canadian of Fix It products. I don't think it's actually Canadian, but it's one of those, we use it a lot. There used to be a show called Red Green, and that was his thing, was fix it with duct tape. Yep.
3 points blue. 1 point for blue.
Yep.
Victory for blue.
Match blue. 9-6.
For the second match, in the ring, in the blue corner, Chico. Red corner, Louis. On deck, blue corner, Johan. Red corner, Vito.
You see, one of the things I love about this particular tournament event is the mixed weapons. So Johan is going in there with a sword and buckler, and his opponent is going in there with what looks like a katana. This should be interesting. Oh, sorry, it's not Johan with a sword and buckler. It is Jijo. Johan is on deck. Hence my mistake. Looks like we're substituting a director's staff. Guess Lee didn't like the long sword. Okay. We must maintain our professionalism. Like I said, we've been having a lot of gear issues today. Wonder if we need to tape this one up.
Side coaches, I agree. Please take care of your fighters. Please pay attention to their gear if they are on the same team they want to proceed. That's your only job.
Okay.
Okie dokie, looks like we're ready to start. Here we go. Katana versus sword and buckler. Let's see. Did it break through? See, I thought it landed on the buckler.
1 point for blue.
Oh,
1 point for blue.
interesting technique from Katana. Because if you throw enough descending cuts together, eventually you'll land something. Back to the iPad judging. I think Lee's going to have a word with our katana guy. Calm down just a little bit. One of the big things is our concern for safety. If you hear a hold, you're supposed to stop right away. I think Gijo might have kept going a couple of times. I understand. There's adrenaline. You're all excited. It happens. Actually, no, it's not Gijo. It's Louis. Louis. Louis excited.
Everybody ready? Anyone ready? Alright. So target. Blue 1 point. 1 point for blue.
Okay. Let's see what we have here. Hopefully, Louis calmed down a little bit. Actually, listen to the director. It looks like Gijo may have landed a thrust. Maybe.
Point and target.
Oh, they're calling it as a thrust of the body. I'm glad our judges have a sense of humor. The iPad judge sees something just when we thought there was a point.
As confirmed by your laser replay, uncovered thrust. 1 point blue. 1 point for blue. All right, ready? Fight! Judges, did you see something?
Hey, Louis with the katana is changing his style slightly. It used to be just straight descending cuts. Now he's starting to angulate a little bit. You should have seen him come through pools. There was this very first fight where literally it was a charge. Smash, 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 smash.
Okay, that's it. Run it again.
He's gotten much better.
Ready? Fight!
Let's see.
Target.
Point for blue.
Left arm. Let's confirm that.
Let's see if the iPad judge sees something. Their line judge, Sean, didn't see anything clear enough. Which is fair. I always tell people if you don't see something, just don't call it.
Okay. That's a clear headshot from blue. 3 points blue. 3 points for blue. Okay. Fight!
So that is 6-0. Gijo over Louis. That looked like a cover thrust.
Judges, point. Target. Lost. Covered or uncovered? Oh,
I would say covered. It looked like he had his buckler up there and came in underneath him. And if he did, that's a win for him.
All right, judges. Target. Cover, not cover. Cover. 1 point blue.
3 points for blue. Victory for blue.
Yep. Covered thrust it is.
All right, judge rotation again.
Match 3. In the ring. In the blue corner, Johan. Red corner, Rico. On deck. In the blue corner, Kyle. Red corner, Icons.
So yes, this time we have Johan, and I think he's going sword and buckler. Good job. What is his opponent choosing? Let's see. Ooh, tall guy. Okay, this ought to be interesting. Ah, sword and buckler and sword and buckler. Okay. Vino will definitely have the reach advantage. Johan's best option here is angulate, get around to the side. If he stays in line and stays in front of him, he'll get murdered. It's just the way of it. When you're dealing with someone that has a very large reach advantage, it is move, 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 and get offline. Land those strikes.
Okay, well, are you ready?
Ready.
Fighters, are you ready? Judges. Good. Bench.
Touch swords. Game on. Okay. Luis was kind of standing in the way there. I didn't see where it landed.
Judges. All right.
Consult over iPad judge. But yeah, that difference between the short and the tall fighter doesn't happen to me as often. I'm fairly tall for a girl. And even here in the Philippines, most of the people I fight are either my height or shorter. But yeah, if you need range,
All right.
offline.
All right, was insufficient. There was a cut from under and then bench.
There we go. Yeah, looks like you got him. Good one, Johan. And a very nice Trevino for acknowledging the blow.
Right. Ready? Bench. Point two, bench.
1 point for blue.
Now it's funny, I don't know if you guys can notice Bino's shoes. He's got these really pretty orange sneakers. The only downside to something that noticeable is if you get a fighter that is a little bit more experienced and will follow your footwork, it just makes your footwork all that much easier to see. You know, if you're going to take a gathering step and close, get yourself a little bit more measure, no matter where you step, it just makes it easier to see. Don't get me wrong, I love them. But from a competitive point of view, may not have been the best choice today.
Point blue. 1 point blue.
1 point for blue.
To Honda. Hi, right back at you. Thanks for joining us. Nope, they didn't like that. Oh, maybe he did. Nope, start again.
Last 30 seconds.
Now, as I said earlier, BAMbino is a training event. Ooh, that looked like it landed. So you're going to see a lot more pauses and maybe a little bit more deliberation than you would in a BAM event.
2 points for blue.
That's pretty straightforward. To make it clear and decisive. So, as much as possible,
Last 10 seconds.
landing those blows, getting in and out, make it absolutely, without a doubt, clear and concise. Not always easy to do, but it is your job as a competitor. iPad judgy. Yes, I see you, Luis. Luis actually had his turn at directing today. We had him in one of the pools. Yeah, she did pretty good. He needed a little help here and there, but for the most part, we'd have him do it again. Keep your buckle up, Johan. Nice. That was pretty clear.
One point for blue. Victory for blue.
Yep. Johan goes through. Excellent. Who next?
For the fourth match.
Kyle in blue versus Titus in red.
Kyle. Red corner. Titus.
On deck, Miles Harvey, Gigo Mata. On deck, Miles Harvey, Gigo Mata. Miles, you get the pick on Gigo.
All right. Able, ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Titus versus Kyle. An interesting choice, the longsword, two-handed versus the double Sanzavar. I know Kyle's been pretty successful with that. What did they see? What did they see?
So here. All right. Weapon arm from blue. 2 points blue.
2 points for blue.
Fight.
Now, because the longsword is a two-handed weapon, any cut to the arm is considered weapons arm. It's worth 2 points.
One, two. All right. What? Sorry. What is this?
3 points for blue.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay, you got a headshot. I thought it was an arm.
Yeah. Right, target. Weapon arm. Confirm.
What does the magic iPad see? Agree or disagree with the call? Deliberations, deliberations.
Replay has it. I initially become a weapon arm, but actually, that is a weapon arm that have to go. Alright? 1 point red.
1 point for red.
Fight.
Well, that's nice. Kyle's calling a blow on himself.
Only point. Red target. Right. Fine, sorry, no chance again.
This is something that we really like to encourage amongst our fighters is, if you're hit and the judges miss it, it only speaks to your honor if you ignore it. Far better to acknowledge the blow.
So, you have a cross from red and an apple blow from blue. That will be 0. Okay. Fight!
And go again.
Oh!
Nice. Nice thrust, but I don't know if they'll count it as a covered thrust just because he has 2 weapons. I don't think both of them were bound.
Ready? Fight ready?
Oh, they didn't like it?
Oh!
I thought he had a thrust. Never mind.
Yeah.
I guess this is where angles are everything.
Body. Body. Cut. Body cut. Alright. Point red.
Sometimes what you see on the floor is not the same as what you see just a few feet across from the ring.
Fight!
That's what makes directing so hard sometimes. You see something and your two judges see something completely different. Sometimes you agree with one of them. If you don't agree with either one of them, I guess it's fair to just watch the exchange. Obviously, everybody's missed it. But now we have iPad judging and instant replay. I'm waiting for the day when we can actually do that with the camera equipment that I have. I'm sorry. Luis makes me laugh. He's going to wave at the live stream.
2 points for red.
2 points for red.
Okay. Ready? Fence.
Slowly, Titus is creeping back up. I like how he says that. Go back to your corner. Like you were a naughty child. But sometimes you have to, as a director, treat them like naughty children. Thankfully, we actually haven't had to hit anybody with the big stick. And believe me, as a director, there have been days where you wanted to hit people with the big stick.
Alright. That's a double. You know, warning. Don't attack after all.
First double.
Double hit. Too bad.
Fight!
Point to red. Where?
Here. Point. Target.
Ooh,
Head.
head.
3 points red.
3 points for red.
Fight.
7-5. Creeping back.
Up.
I'm not sure, but that may have been flat. That's the difficulty sometimes when you have two weapons, is keeping track of both edge alignments. We'll see if it was. Thank the gods for slow-mo. Yes, no, yes, no. What is it? What is it?
So, nothing happened. A lot of black goes from the top part up. So, there's nothing. Do it again.
Nothing happened.
Fight.
Last 30 seconds.
Up. Up. Up.
I think they're going straight to the cameras for this one.
You don't give extra points for any of the directors. Alright?
Score is 5-7 for Titus. With 27 seconds left in the match. 27 seconds is more than enough time to score a few points.
Second double.
Second double. Oh. Definitely made contact. Not sure where. James thinks it came to the head. Not sure what Jeff thinks. Let's see what the iPad says.
Judges, let's call it.
Looking.
All right, let's show it. Judges, point two, red. Target. Head. 3 points red. Bob.
2 points for red. Wow. Victory for red.
Match red. Excellent. Well, it was pretty close. Blue was in the lead for a while. Titus squeaks through. Okay, we're getting up for
In the ring.
finals.
Blue corner, Miles. Red corner, Chico.
Oh, sorry, semifinals, match 1. Miles versus Gijo. Miles in blue, Gijo in red. Not sure what's up with the lighting in here. It keeps blinking. I hope we don't go. The Philippines is a funny place. There could be random power outage. Certainly hope not, but it would not be beyond the realm of possibilities. Mind you, we're in a hospital. I'm pretty sure they have backup generators, but still. Flickering lights always makes me nervous. Things here in the Philippines work reasonably well. Although we have had our complaints. We have had our complaints with our internet service recently. Are you going to wait for us?
Miles and Chico, Miles in blue corner, Chico, red corner, on deck. On deck, I need you guys to be ready. Johan in blue corner, Titus on red corner.
I'm sorry, but our fighter in blue with the duct tape holding his back of the head protector on, he looks like one of those comic outpatients with the bandages on his head. It's just kind of funny. It's like the mummy that wasn't quite put together properly. Ooh, somebody lost their weapon. That usually means a free point. We didn't land the thrust in the meantime.
Point red, 1 point red.
1 point for red.
They counted as an uncovered thrust. Okay. Well, technically it was disarm. Get points for that too? I guess not. That looks like the leg shot, or maybe body. You're counting it as body. It doesn't really matter. They're only 1 point.
Point red, leg shot.
1 point for red.
Yep. 1 point for leg, 1 point for body, 1 point for non-weapon arm, 2 points for weapon arm, 3 points for head, 4 points for cover thrust. Pummels are 1, ringouts are 1. And I don't remember if we're counting buckler punches as points. Maybe. Just not with the rim. That would be bad. Boss only. Just for funsies, just to see what it would do if you actually rim punch a mask.
1 point for blue.
Everything that you thought it would be. Practically caved the mask in. Ooh, nice leg shot. That was sweet. I love it when they're super clear like that. No disputing it. Yeah, blue fighter's acknowledging a blow to his side.
All right, clear to me? Yes.
Luis may have another perspective. Let's see what the young man has to say. But if it were up to me, I would have given it to Red Fighter for a shot to the body. Let's see if my eyes are any good.
Judges, show your calls, please. Target. Point red.
1 point for red.
Yay, I'm not blind. Yeah, that was like a point to the arm. I don't know if the thrust landed. But he may have got the cut to the arm. iPad deliberation time. I'm reluctant to call thrust unless there's a little bit of a bend on the blade.
Blue, 1 point,
Oh, you're actually giving him the thrust? Okay. Didn't really see any bend on the blade, but Sometimes I like that extra punch just for good measure. I mean, the guy already looks like he's got bandages around his head. You just had to make it worse. There may be a bit of a penalty for the red fighter because he had one last buckler punch well after the hold was called. That was not necessary. As funsies as it is hitting people in the face with things, we do have rules for a reason. We'll see what the director decides. But yeah, there may be a warning there. Oh, you just bring it down. That was
3 points for red.
So, we'll have one more.
points for red.
Okay.
You can just leave it there anywhere. Thanks.
Fight.
I'll get it.
Last 30 seconds.
I don't usually recommend going down on one knee. It's hard to recover from. Unless you're going to propose to your opponent, generally advisable to stay on your feet. Or maybe he was trying to be knighted. Either way, generally not a good idea. Score right now stands at 6-3 for the red fighter.
Then, 3 points to the head. Red. 3 points.
Well, it looks
3
like
points
that.
for red.
That's red.
Victory for red.
Okay, who's up next? Looks like Titus is up. Titus and Johan. Now these two are training partners. So it's always fun to see training partners compete against each other. So you've seen each other's moves over and over and over again.
In the ring. Blue corner, Johan. Red corner, Titus.
So yeah, it'll come down to maybe one of them has learned some new tricks. My apologies, I'm not sure what's going on here.
All right, great. But you don't have to fight for first place. I got this hand. Bronze.
Yes, for the live stream. Okay, there we go. There we go. They've explained it to me. Sword and buckler versus longsword. Okay, let's see what these guys got. Like I said, it might come down to just somebody having learned some new tricks. Yes, hugs. Must have hugs. Because we are all friends. That is something that I can say about this crowd. As much as they enjoy the fight, they are all gentlemen about it. Ladies. I think we have a lady in today. But everybody's in it for just the love of the fight. We really haven't had any unsportsmanlike issues. Everybody here has been very sportsmanlike, very honorable. We're all just out to have a good time. Oh, that looked like a double. Oh, so sad. No. No. Oh well. Maybe the iPad saw something different, but I saw them both swing at the same time, and it looked like they both landed. Unfortunate. It is unfortunate. You expect doubles in the pools. You don't expect them as much when you start getting into the limbs, and even less in the finals. But it happens, even to the best of us. Come on, Johan. You could lose a piece of something. Consulting with the magic iPad. Hopefully not at all. It would be so much better if I could show you what they were singing. We'll figure that out one day.
Two points for blue.
2 points blue. 3-0 for blue. Three points isn't much of a lead yet. Would not be much for Titus to be able to make that up. One good headshot. Did he land the leg? Maybe. It wasn't sufficient contact though. 1 point.
1 point for red.
And they're at it again. Nice movement. Now, I'm not sure. It looked like Johan blocked most of that. He may have got the leg shot himself. There's a chance that the synthetic sword kind of bent over top of the buckler. They do that. I don't really like counting those, though. It's almost not fair. A sword wouldn't actually bend like that. But the nature of synthetics kind of lends itself to it.
All right. So, target, point, blue, target, also. Yeah, 1 point, blue.
1 point for blue. Last 30 seconds.
Last 30 seconds. Nice changing guard positions.
points blue.
2 points for blue.
Score is 6-1 for Johan. 12 seconds left on the clock.
Covered or uncovered? That's confirmed.
Now, there was a thrust, whether it was covered or uncovered, could make the difference of making up a whole bunch of points. Because right now the score is 6-1. Covered thrust will give him 4 points, so that brings it up to 5-6.
Confirmed. One correct, one point correct.
1 point for red.
Final exchange. Action. Fight.
Well, uncovered thrust. At least he got the 1 point.
One.
Yeah, I think that was again a thrust, but an uncovered thrust.
No, I want to check
Did not look like he had control of Johan's sword. It looked like Johan's sword was still free. That's usually the deciding factor in a covered thrust. If you can be thrown an afterblow.
Yep. We have an uncovered thrust and then an afterglow. No point. Bow.
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
Blue. 5.
6-2. Johan advances
Setting.
to fight a gold.
Santiago. Right for gold. Fighting for gold. Go on. Fighting for bronze. Titus.
Excellent. So we have our 2 matches. We'll give Titus a couple of minutes.
Match we will be giving
And I have a feeling we'll be starting with our bronze medal match
5 minutes.
and moving to our gold medal match.
In green is now.
How's it going on the iPad?
It's so easy. I'm catching so many things.
I see you waving at my camera.
I'm having fun, man. Dude.
I think it's just your generation. You can't see a camera and not acknowledge it.
Exactly. If I see something, I'm like, that's why when I walk into a hotel, I'm like, hi, wait, there's no CCTV. There's no CCTV.
Yeah. See, we're Gen X. We're a little different. We're like cameras. We don't want. We have the what do you call it? The paparazzi pose, where people try to take pictures of you, and we put your hands up in front of your face.
Look forward to seeing you all there.
Woo, woo, woo!
Watch for the announcements. It's going to be a fan. You don't have rapier daggers? Oh.
Oh wow, this stream
Lee-
opens for an hour.
Lee is talking, so so give it a couple minutes.
I really want to fight.
You really want to fight.
Specifically, Ooh, I had fun with it last.
Yes, that's what the BAM events are for. Like I said, you're a big boy now. You've outgrown this event. You're a champion. Champion's champion.
Oh, and then I finally got directed it.
You got, oh, yes.
That was fun. That one was fun.
Actually, you did pretty good. Aside from a few little things where I think you asked Lee's input.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's your first time directing. Of course, you're going to have questions. It only makes sense.
The fouls is the one that caught me. I was like, oh shoot, which foul is this again? Like I knew what foul it was, but I was like, can I apply it right now? Because I feel like I'm so strict that everyone who's in my pit is gonna get fouled out at some point.
Well, you can always use the old terminology. You can call it a flat. You can call it an insufficient contact. You can call it whatever. And then the foul comes in when they're doing it repeatedly. So if you know there's somebody that's just throwing flats because that's all they know how to do, then you can call it as a foul. But it's usually repeated offenses. For most of these guys, it was one-offs. Like it'll be one will be an insufficient contact, one will be a flat, one will be this. Like they weren't doing the same thing intentionally every single time. I mean, even that guy with katana that was, you didn't see him strike him multiple times, but it wasn't a foul.
Yeah. Hey, that's Mikey. What's up, Mikey? Busy with work. Like glad I can catch the fight on stream. Let's go.
Yes, Mikey. Thank you for joining us.
Last time I called him, I was with Ray. I was like, oh, I miss Mikey. I was like, oh, let's call him right now. He goes, I'm on the throne.
Oh,
I was laughing so
Okay.
hard.
yeah, that's a boy thing. Most girls won't answer the phone if they're there. In fact, I don't even bring my phone in the bathroom. It's no. Why? Why would you do that?
And if you disinfect it afterwards and wash your hands, it's fine.
I know, but it's still. It's like, no.
What do you do in the bathroom? You just sit there.
Yes, and you finish and then you leave.
But sometimes, oh yeah, I think I understand this. How long does you take in the bathroom?
I've never actually timed it.
Oh, I've timed my father. His longest was 2 hours.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is where my bathroom's broken. I'm like, I need to get in there.
Was he like? Was it like shower and other things, or
No.
just
Just there.
just on the throne? Okay.
I was like, wow.
Your dad may have some digestive issues.
No, I'm pretty sure he was done like 15 minutes in, but he just wanted to stay on his phone. So I have the same problem too.
Ah.
I'm responsible. I don't go 2 hours, just 1 hour. Right, he's changed. Now he just takes like 30 minutes.
Yeah, you can't do that. There's only one bathroom in the house. The worst was when I was growing up. We were 3 women and 1 bathroom,
Oh,
and getting ready to go anywhere between my mother, my sister, and I. You had to time it down to baths and you know makeup and hair and all of that. It's a wonder we ever got out the door on time.
oh, you never got out the door. Really?
Well, eventually they built another bathroom downstairs, but that wasn't until our late teens.
Oh, okay, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, so I mean, all of our growing up years, we're always like literally like running over each other. One little mirror, and you got one corner, and I'm like trying to put my mascara on in the other corner, and she's trying to put on like, yeah. It's one thing you boys never have to worry about.
5 minute break is over.
Except
We're
now,
now
I'm starting to see so
starting
many more
on
guys
the
wearing makeup. I'm like, you guys
blue
had total
corner.
freedom.
Times.
You didn't have to do any of this garbage. Now you are.
I gotta go. Bye-bye.
Okay, you go back to your iPad stuff. Girlfriend's calling. It's a different situation for some guy calling me. Yes, this is true.
From 45 here.
Miles in blue and Titus in red fighting for the bronze. Let's see how this goes.
Fire! Fire! Holding a long sword. Long sword. Sword fighter, and then Miles, doble espada. All right. Miles, stable, are you ready? Judges, are you ready? Fighters,
I still love the Band-Aid mask.
let's fight!
Double Zanzibar versus Longsword. Let's see how he goes. Two versus one. I think the theory is the two. Ooh. That may have actually got through. Let's see.
Judges, point blue, target. Torso, confirm.
Confirming a shot to the torso for blue to red.
Confirm. 1 point blue.
1 point for blue.
Fight ready, bench. Up.
Yeah, and that counts as weapon arm because both of his arms are weapon arms.
Point. The red. Target. Weapon arm. 2 points. Red.
2 points for red.
Fight.
Get at it again. Strategy seems to be overwhelm your opponent. Although it looks like Titus may have landed something first.
All right. Point red. Please confirm.
We'll see, we'll see.
I'll go for judge here. Confirm. Judge. Equal. Red. Point. With after go. Weapon arm. 2 minus 1. Base 1. 1 point. Red.
1 point for red.
Fight. Judges. Point. Red. Target. Okay. What purpose? All right. Final call. Point. Red. Target. Hey. 3 points. Red.
3 points for red.
Right.
Score stands at 6-1 for Titus. Let's see. See if Miles can land any points.
Point. Red. Target. Torso. I see the same.
Let's see if we confirm.
Come again. Point. Target. Torso. 1 point. Red.
1 point for red.
Fight.
7-1. Yep. Point to the weapon arm. Confirming with the iPad. Let's see. I pretty much thought I saw a shot to the arm.
All right. Very has it confirmed. Judges. Point red. Target. Weapon arm. 2 points. Red.
2 points for red. Wow. Victory for red.
Right on. Titus wins the bronze. Well done. It was funny, I was talking to him earlier and he was not impressed with his performance. It's always nice when you can start off not feeling too great about it and wind up winning a medal in the end. Yes. Well done, Titus. All right, next up, the gold medal match. Johan versus, let's see who his opponent was. I forgot already. Suppose I should be keeping track of these things. Kind of important. Judges trading off.
For the gold medal match, in the blue corner, Hugo. In the red corner, Johan.
Johan versus Jijo. Johan's bouncing with excitement. I remember those days. Gold medal match, you can't wait to get started. Bounce, 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 bounce. All that nervous energy. Last minute words of wisdom. Jijo's using loner gear. Find all the bits and bobs that fit him.
All right, introducing our fighters. Okay. All right, introducing our fighters. Fighting for gold. Now here, Johan Santiago. One fighter in fourth fight here. And we have Tito Mala, representing Solid and fourth fight. And Don Iron, Solid and Chico.
We've got a few people trying to find our stream last minute. I published all the info on Facebook and a few different sites, but not everybody knows we're here. Like I said, we're a training event, so it's not well publicized. But this will be interesting. Sword and buckler versus sword and buckler. Well, that's pretty even. Not like the last match we had, which was long sword versus sword and buckler. Yeah, that was a little better, but I guess it looked like it might be flat. Please confirm it with the iPad so that we can see. The first one was chippy. The second one may not have landed with a good edge alignment. And that's very important to us. You slap somebody with your sword, it's not going to end the fight.
Sorry. Both are try deeper. All right. Fighters ready.
Yep. Insufficient contact on both. Good. I'm not going blind. Yeah, that pretty much stops the action. I gotta say, if he'd actually managed to do that with a sword, it would have been kind of cool. But it was just a grapple, and accidentally helmet comes off. There's nothing definitive before then, so we're just gonna start over. Did he actually hit him? Okay. Perilous footwork. That is technically not allowed. We have a rule that you can't do crazy things like fall on your knees. You've got to be able to retreat and get out of the way if someone throws an after blow. And I think it was very nice. I'm not so nice. I probably would have poked him a little. Nice. Johan, well done. Shot to the head. They are going to confirm it with the iPad. I love our competitor walk over to the air conditioner, puts his mask up. Air. We need air. That was actually one of the big stumbling blocks to finding a venue for these events. We need to find something that's reasonably inexpensive, yet has air conditioning. Because most of our fighters really don't in hot, sticky, humid conditions. I know I did find that interesting. They're all born and raised here, but somehow outside is just too hot. That's a ring out. Kind of hard to argue that one.
1 point for red.
Bulldoze your opponent out of the ring. Going to confirm with the iPad that there doesn't anything that happened before the ring out. It looked pretty messy. I didn't see anything that stood out to me. But as I've said before, angle is everything.
1 point for red.
Yep. So the score is 2-0 for Johan.
Last 30 seconds.
Last 30 seconds. It gets to a point where they just get all tangled up like that. You stop the action because there really isn't going to make any progress from there. It's just too messy. Last 26 seconds. 2 points for Johan. No points for DJ. Tight match. Looks like there might be a body shot for blue. Pretty clean too. Unless there was an afterblow, I didn't see one. Confirming with the iPad. just to make sure that we didn't miss anything.
Judges, point. Blue target. Torso.
One point for blue.
2-1.
Fighters ready, fight.
20 seconds on the clock. 20 seconds is plenty of time to land a few cuts. You may have evened the score out a bit. Let's see. You gotta have a look at the iPad because one judge thinks they saw a cut to the leg, and the other judge said he did not. And as a director, yes, having different calls from either side of the ring just makes the job that much harder.
It's efficient on the next shot, that is all.
See what they decide.
After hold, does not count. Right? Fighters ready.
Okay, no score. There was a blow and an after blow. Somebody got hit.
Point red, like cut, please confirm.
Yeah, a body shot from red to blue.
Good. Here, judges, it's on the replay. Point, blue, red, target, torso.
1 point for red.
Okay,
6 seconds on the clock.
6 seconds on the clock. Somebody lost the back ahead. Presented to the winner as a trophy. Well, it's kind of hard to argue if a thrust to the head and the cover comes off.
Judges, point red. One point red. 1 point
1
red.
point for red.
Be still now. 1 second.
1 second left on the clock. Think they're gonna let them go one more. They may just make this last exchange. And it would be really interesting if the blue fighter manages to land a cut to the head or a cover thrust. That would change it completely.
Ready.
Fighters ready. Fight! Last exchange.
It looks like another cut to the body from red to blue, but we will see what this final exchange will yield. Let's make sure that we get it right. There being a medal on the line and all.
That was a good match, though. Okay. Judges, please call it. Point, two. Go. Red. Torso. Torso. Back. Red.
1 point for red.
Our gold medal winner, Johan Santiago. Well done, Johan. exuberance of teenagers. Oh, I gotta get some medals ready.
All right, folks, we have our winners. While we tally up the prizes and sort them out for you, hang back, relax, play some music while we get things lined up.
Can I have my official three, all vice judges and director staff? Judges, director staff. That means you, Luis. That means you, Claire. Jim, get off your phone. Jim Wilson, guy, get off your phone. Where's your dad, Jim White? Red shirt in the middle. Come here in. See if you can do any longer push-ups. Come on in. Okay.
We're about to award our prizes. I think first a bit of a, oh, hang on, they've got to decide on sportsmanship. My vote is for Kyle. The fella called back a lot of his shots and acknowledged blows from his opponents. We're always looking for the person that puts the sport before themselves. So it looks like they've come to a decision. Awesome. Cake?
Cake. That one cake. I want leftover cake.
There's more cake. There's the whole one that we cut up.
Yeah, I was eating that one.
But I thought, you know, we've got a whole cake. We might as well give it to the best sportsman. People like cake.
What's Mikey's context? See, when your girlfriend's calling, it's a different situation from some guy calling. So, what is the context of that?
Oh, yeah. The messages come from the bar.
No. What is the context of why he said that?
Oh, when you were talking about calling him on the phone?
Oh. That's it.
Big difference.
That's cool. I finally got the vote who's most honorable. I never knew. It was really. Here. That was supposed to be. I was going to ask if you guys were using
I thought about it and I'm like, who doesn't like cake?
that. It's Vino.
Yeah. I mean, unless you've got some sort of weird allergies, you take it home and feed it to someone.
Ateneo. Where do you think we're do that?
For third place. Who we've seen for one of the while, and might know, might not. Good writer.
The guy who has a brother who's as famous as him.
Nice little way.
Frederick Titus. Titus. I think that's the same Tajonero. Titus. Oh, Frederick Tajonero. That's his famous brother. Who's watching? 5 people. Can 3 more people join? So I can say that 6 to 7 people watched the stream.
6 or 7.
I got ignored by I got ignored by the call.
Our third place winner, BS, is now.
I'm gonna take
This nice.
I'm gonna take
Cake, cake,
take
In second place, the guy who always wins these swordfish awards. He's always in contention for them, but instead today he decided to tell about it. You go back, I'll get you right. I don't know your picture going here. More space. Okay, last but definitely not least, our champion, and of course, a guy you see around for a few occasions. Y'all saw the album, I'll get you back. Yeah, look at this. Yeah. Bottle of wine. You had to beer, you don't get some beer. You always have. First thing is not beautiful. Beautiful. We have the right cross. Sure. All right, come on up here. This one calls out for the support. And turn around, face the camera, and take them out, guys. Well done. Well, I can put you down. I can clean up. Hope you can know it. And we'll see you, people.
Like the man said, that concludes our BAMbino 3. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully we see you again next time.